Welcome to the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast. My name is Katie Dodd, and I'm a nutrition entrepreneur. I spent 7 years as a side hustler before diving into entrepreneurship full time. Before making the leap, I was bringing in 6 figures through my side hustle. If I can do it, you can too. This podcast is for dietitians, interns, and students who want to be inspired to start or perfect the side hustle of their dreams. Let's do this. Hello and welcome to the 203rd episode of the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast, Blogging to Build a Better Life. Now, I just got back from a week in Florida and had the most amazing time. I am getting this podcast recorded really the day before it airs because I'm like, I got to get this done. And as I was sitting here thinking of what do I want to talk about for this episode, because I didn't have too much time to prepare, being that I just got back yesterday. But I thought back to a talk that I gave on the trip that I was on. So I had a busy trip. It was 2 days of the Smart Success Healthcare Inner Circle. It's a mastermind that I'm a member of. Then I hosted the Dietitian Side Hustle Live event, which was incredible. And then it was 3 days of Smart Success Healthcare Live, which is my business coach's bigger conference. And so it really was an incredible event. It was so amazing, so encouraging. I am so tired right now from jet lag, and also because my son wanted to go hike a mountain and I said yes. And I'm like, I'm so tired. All the things are tired. This just wasn't a mountain hike. There was like mountain climbing, like legit mountain climbing. It was very intense. So all the things hurt, not just the legs, but the arms and the shoulders and the back and all the things. But that is a side note. So going back to why I wanted to record this episode called Blogging to Build a Better Life. When I was at Smart Success Healthcare, I had the privilege of being on stage, and I gave a presentation talking about shifting your mindset to shift your life. And I guess it was the thing that I was trying to drive home with everyone. It was really the first question I posed was, why are you here? Why are you at a healthcare entrepreneurs conference? Are you here to build a better business? Or are you here to build a better life? And really so much of my talk, I'm not going to dive into it in this episode, but so much of my talk was about how business can open doors to help us build better lives. And I really shared a lot of my story, pieces that I have yet to share here on the podcast of how radically my life has changed since diving into the world of online business. So when I was flying back from Florida, I was in the plane. I was starting to really dive deep into my whys. I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm like, okay, why do I think that way? Why do I believe this story? Why this? Why that? And I was thinking about why I'm so passionate about blogging as a business, why I created this whole brand blogging accelerator program, why I am helping healthcare professionals on this journey to build blog businesses. And I was thinking, well, why do I want someone to build a blog business? And why should you want to build a blog business? Is it to build a business? And the simple answer is no. I mean, yes, build a business, but it's not just about a business, it's about building a better life. And so I asked the question, well, okay, why do I want someone to build a blog business? I was like, well, because it gives time and financial freedom. It creates a system where you are bringing in massive traffic, and with that traffic comes people with problems. You provide solutions to those problems, and people are willing to exchange money for that. And you could make money through multiple streams of income, including passive income, where you don't always have to trade time for money. So essentially, you are creating a platform for online business that is going to allow you to make money through multiple streams that can provide financial freedom, but then also time freedom, where you're not always having to trade time for money. It's not like, working with clients one-on-one, and you certainly can do that with a blog business, but it's meaning like there's ways that you can make money on the back end without having to trade time for money. But then as I was thinking, well, why do I want to help you achieve time and financial freedom? Why is that something you want to achieve? And when I think of the why behind that, it's really to be present with the ones we love most. Life is short. We all know this for different reasons. I think sometimes in life, it's, we don't pay attention to it. Other times when we lose a loved one or we go through a really, serious situation, we start thinking like, man, life is short. Life isn't guaranteed. And it's been very heavy on my heart the last couple of years that we only get this one life. And each and every one of you deserves to live the very best life, the life that you were put on this earth to live. And so much of the things that actually matter in life have to do with those people we love. This could be family or the family we choose, but being able to be present with them, not just around them, not just, with them here and there, but actually present. I'm reading a book right now called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. It's a faith based book, but it's been really incredible. I'm going to have to record a podcast episode about this topic. But it's talking about how so often we are so busy with life that we forget to live. We forget the moments that we're meant to, have. And so so that why behind, well, why do we want to be present with our loved ones? The why behind that is because life is fleeting and we want to make the most of it. We want to make the most of this one life that we get to live. And thinking of, well, okay, I'm getting deeper here. I was getting deep, 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 deep. And I'm actually going to read some of my notes if you're watching this on YouTube. If you see me reading, that's what I'm doing. And I was writing very sloppily on the plane. There wasn't the best lighting, so I was just kind of writing. And then later I'm like, what on earth did I say? I feel like it was good and made sense at the time. Um, so, um, so when I ask the question of why, like, okay, life is fleeting, we want to make the most of it. Well, why? And I put because for most of us, we know that we deserve more. We know that we deserve more than the life that we're living. Now, some of you might be living like the absolute amazing, perfect life, and that is lovely. But I think a lot of us recognize gaps where we're like, oh man, I wish I had the time to be more present in this relationship. I wish I had the time to do this thing that, is a big dream on my heart. And gosh, I got a couple other whys, but I'm not going to go too deep into those. But really, the whole point of blogging as a business, the way I teach it, the way I want to help so many people to create online businesses, it's because it's not about just making money. It's not about just helping people. And of course, we want to help people. Like we're healthcare providers, we all want to help people, but it's about the way that it can radically change your life. I had no idea when I started my blog, The Geriatric Dietitian, that it would change my life in such amazing ways. Being able to eventually leave my full time job, being present with my kids. And, my business is multifaceted. It started with the blog and I do multiple other things. I would say the biggest streams of income I have is through this brand dietitian side hustle. But blogging is a platform for online business. It could be one blog, it could be multiple blogs, it could be multiple streams of income. But with a blog, it gives you access to people all across the country and the world, and it allows you to make that passive income I mentioned before. So why am I talking about this, and why is it kind of, again, on my heart right now? The reason it's on my heart is because I'm actively launching my BAP Accelerator program. Now, my blogging accelerator programs, you may have listened to my podcasts in the past. Maybe you're completely new to it, but these are the programs where I help healthcare professionals build businesses based in blogging. I have a couple of different tiers. My premium primary tier is my BAP Platinum program. That is a $6,000 program, but I know for some of you, you're like, oh, that's a year of commitment. That is a lot of, cash flow up front. And like, oh, I'm just not sure I'm ready to dive in. I hear you talk about blogging as a business. I want to do it, but I'm not quite ready for the higher ticket offer yet. So that's why I created my BAP Accelerator. My BAP Accelerator is included in Platinum, so if you want to go straight to Platinum, you get all the big shebang. But Accelerator is a 5-week self-paced course, and it is designed to help you get started. Essentially, it's designed to help you build out your blog business, get clarity in what you're going to blog about. It dives into SEO, what we need to know to build traffic. We come up with keywords for the next year and beyond, writing about topics that people are actually going to be able to hopefully find your brand through. Then we have you build the website. So for those who don't have a blog, I have a little course that you hop into, and it teaches you how to build the blog website. But if you already have a website, there's an audit to make sure your website is optimized for SEO. And then in the final week of the program, it's writing your first SEO optimized blog article and making a plan to continue to create articles to build traffic. So it's a lovely program. It's a wonderful program. We did a beta just about this time last year. The beta was wrapping up, and then I did the official first cohort, and then I did a second cohort. And with those cohorts, I was doing like kind of like a live launch where we'd have calls every week, just as I was fine tuning the course, making sure everything was good for when people really dove in completely self-paced. So as of right now, Accelerator is a completely self-paced program. But what I'm doing with this launch over summer of 2024, if you're listening to this later, is that I'm doing what I'm calling a live launch. And what that means is when you actually buy, you're getting the lifetime access course, self-paced course, 5 to 7 hours a week of work. It is very much action-based. Here's what you need to do. Now go do it. Spreadsheets, templates, all the things to help you do what you want to do. But with this particular launch, we're going to have live calls, 6 live calls. And I think the reason I decided to do this over summer is that I recognize that one of the ways that I serve people best is when we are together. When we are together, I can dive deep into mindset. I can motivate you, encourage you, help you to do the thing that you want so badly to do. But then also, it's a chance for you to be able to pick my brain. Typically, if you want to pick my brain, you got to join my higher tier programs, either my 6K blogging accelerator program or my 20K blog boss mastermind. So this is an opportunity that you can get in my world through my lower price program and be able to stop dreaming and start doing. Finally, start building that blog business, start building traffic, doing all the things, and have access to me. But it's not just about me. I mean, I'm your coach, I'm your encourager, I'm all these things, but it's also about the accountability. It can be easy to buy a course and then life gets so busy you never do it. So this creates the accountability of every week. We are showing up on calls. You're also showing up on calls with a group of amazing humans. And so you're building community, accountability, mindset, encouragement. And again, it doesn't cost anything extra for this. So if you've been thinking at all about joining my programs, if you've been thinking at all about working with me, I would encourage you to sign up. Now, you might be at multiple spots in your business. If you're like, oh, golly, am I too far along for this program? Sometimes we just have to look at a program and figure out, well, what can I take from it? What is going to help me? When we did our beta, we had a really amazing dietitian and she already had a blog. She already knew SEO. She signed up because she knew the value of getting in the rooms with the right people and of having access to me as her coach. So again, if you're thinking about this, I'm going to give you a little bit of information and details. At the time of me recording this, it is June 4th, 2024. We already have 13 amazing humans who will be in the next cohort. If you, the first call, I guess I should say that the first call is going to start on June 10th, 2024. It's going to be at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm going to give the schedule once we get on that call. It's just a welcome call. And then from there, we'll dive into each week and then hopping on calls and all of that. So right now, I also am running a special where if you join by Friday, which is Friday, June 7th, you are going to get a bonus course from me. You're going to get a bonus course called Something to Sell. This is a program that I sell for $9.97 as well. So it's the same price as Accelerator. And it essentially teaches you how to create your first product to sell, whether or not it's a handout or an ebook or a course or a group program or a hybrid program. It walks you through how to do the market research, how to craft the offer, how to sell the offer, and then how to fulfill on the offer. So it's a really lovely program. And when you join Accelerator, you're getting this one for free if you join by Friday. And the other part I didn't even mention is that everyone with this launch is getting my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course, which I sell for $4.97. So this really is like a bunch of stuff thrown into one. You're going to get actually 4 courses. I'm like, and actually. I'm very excited about it. So you get my BAP Accelerator program. You get the Something to Sell if you join by this Friday. You get my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course and also the BAP Blog Builder. This is the course that teaches you how to build the blog. Or if you already have one, it's helpful to kind of dive in to figure out like, well, wait a minute, how do I update or add a page? So it can be helpful for you if you're not super well versed on WordPress. And then again, you get those 6 group calls, the community, the accountability. We always do fun like drawings and we just do a lot of fun stuff when we're together. So again, I sent out an email. Was it today? I was writing emails on the plane when I was coming back and I was scheduling some of them out. And one of them I was writing about why the time to join is now. And this just isn't about my program because some of you are like, oh my gosh, Katie, I've been wanting to join your program forever. I'm in. You might be like, well, I've never heard of your programs. Maybe I'm in. Or you might be someone who's like, not the best fit for me. And that's okay if it's not the best fit for you. But think about this with anything you want to do. When is the best time? The best time is always now. And I say that because so often we think, oh, I'll wait till I've got more time. I'll wait till life is less busy. I'll wait till after this. I'll wait till I get this chunk of change. But the truth of the matter is life is always crazy. It is full of ups and downs. And I talk to so many entrepreneurs and they always tell me, I wish I would have started sooner. I wish I would have started sooner. The sooner you start, the sooner you start living that, dream life that you have. So the time is always now. And this is a great now because you're going to get to work with me through summer. And I love working with you guys. When I was at the live event, I just realized like, man, This is where I thrive, when I am encouraging you guys, building you guys up, pushing you to go beyond what you initially think you could do. That is just, I know that is my zone of genius. It's what makes me super, super happy. And I also know it's valuable for people on the receiving end. So that's why I'm like, oh, I need to work with you guys. So go to katiedodd.com if you would like to register for the BAP Accelerator. And again, register by Friday, get a bonus course, register by the 10th, and that's when we do our welcome call. And all the calls are recorded. If you can't make it live, you don't have to worry about that. So I titled this Blogging to Build a Better Life. And this is why I am so passionate about helping people start their online business. When I'm saying blogging, what I mean is online business. The blog is the platform that we use to bring people to your online business. And blogging truly can help you build a better life. It's not just about building a blog. It's not just about making money. It's about getting that time freedom, which allows you to be present with the ones that you love the most, because life is fleeting and we want to make the most of it. And I think all of us know that we deserve the very best. Well, maybe you don't. I'll talk to you guys more about that in future episodes. If you're struggling and feel like, oh, maybe I don't deserve the best, you do. You deserve to live the very best life possible. And the reason I, again, created these programs, the reason why I help people build businesses based on blogging is because it leads to better lives. And that's what I want for all of you all. I want y'all to be happy and to make the most of this one life you get to live. So, okay. I feel like this episode, I didn't have as much pep in my step. I could feel myself kind of talking a little monotone, a little slow. I hope it was still valuable. Jet lag is real. Jet lag plus hiking a mountain, that kind of tired's a whole different tired. But when your child asks you to go do something fun, you don't say no. It was worth it. This hike, it's like 3.5 miles, so it wasn't like crazy long, but we went up 1,000 feet in elevation and again climbed like rock climbing, like grade 3 rock climbing with one little section of grade 4. I almost didn't make it up. I feel like when I was actually hiking, I'm like, I need to record a whole podcast episode about the business lessons in this hike, because I almost didn't make it. Like, seriously, almost didn't make it. I couldn't get myself up this one part of the rock, but I did. So, anyways, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I look forward to dropping next week's episode, and I hope to see so many of you next week, or even the week after, as we dive into the BAP Accelerator Program Summer Special. Take care, guys.